The God of the universe created our beautiful planet and placed each one of us here for a purpose. What purpose it is for each one of us is so individual and so personable that only the Creator knows how special we each one really are. Not even a single cell has been overlooked by Him. He gives us our talents, parents, traits, personalities, and the space in our hearts that always yearn for something, and that something or someone is Him who wants us to love Him and appreciate what He has done in giving us life. Think of the possibilities that come from an omnipotent God when He decides the variables that will determine our life on this planet. Just take a moment and think of all the aspects of your life and contemplate the awesome love that comes from a loving Father above who made you. As each scene and the beauty of our earth open up to you of how wonderful God is in our surroundings, then we can look at how fascinating each movement of our bodies is, to be able to see with our eyes, hear with our ears, move our muscles and bones with the nerves that control each movement, which is monitored by the brain just as by a thought to do so. It is amazing. Our freedom to be who God has created us to be is also such a privilege and an honor given us by Him. He says in Daniel 5:23, He holds our breath in His hands. Imagine if that freedom just to breathe or live was taken away by a surgeon's hand, or a guardian who took your life or killed your spirit to live just because they could and you were too weak or too small to fend for yourself. It happens every single minute of every day in our country, as well as other nations around the globe. There is heartache and pain in every corner of our homes, neighborhoods, nations, and our larger home planet Earth. The epidemic of child abuse, neglect, and abandonment is so underestimated and comes in countless forms that experts agree it is at least 3 times greater than reported. 3 million reports of abuse is made each year at a rate of every 10 seconds, and these are cases that get reported in America alone. A baby and toddler of ages 0 to 3 are the most likely to be abused than at any other age. They are easy targets as to size and have more needs and cry to show those needs, and are just curious, and they are learning cause and effect to their surroundings. Most are target children who take the brunt of an adult or larger individual's rage displaced against them. Abuse is as a result of a multitude of causation factors, such as wars, especially the battles fought within a child's own home, sex slave trade, pornography, alcohol and other drug use by parents and guardians, physical, sexual, psychological, emotional, and yet all of these forms result in emotional stress, coping disorders with mental and emotional delays, as well as social dysfunctions and maladaptive behaviors. 4 children die every day, and there are many, many more who are maimed for life and will be developmentally challenged as a direct result of the abuse. Matthew 18:6 states, "But whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to stumble, it would be better for him to have a heavy millstone hung around his neck and to be drowned in the depth of the sea." Abortion ranks high in killing our unborn, when in Psalms 127:3 states, "Behold, children are a gift from the Lord. The fruit of the womb is a reward." Yet in China and India select by sex and number of births, determining who will live or who die before birth. And methods to destroy and murder these little ones is horrifying. An unborn baby in every trimester in the womb is aborted, which is murder, every few seconds around the world. In China, they drown a newborn of even 9 months pregnancy in a bucket the second it is birthed, just because the number of its birth as a second pregnancy is not permitted. But God created that little one. How do we know? Because it is alive. It is a creation of not just earthly parents, but God creates each one of us before we are born. David writes in Psalms 139:13-18, "For you formed my inward parts. You wove me in my mother's womb. I will give thanks to you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works, and my soul knows it very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in secret and skillfully wrought in the depths of the earth. Your eyes have seen my unformed substance, and in your book were all written the days that were ordained for me, when as yet there was not one of them. How precious also are your thoughts to me, O God! How vast is the sum of them! If I should count them, they would outnumber the sand when I awake. I am still with you. Amen. Such wondrous love for each one of us. God is love. 1 John 4:8. Let all of us see the change in our own lives and that of our home earth by reaching out in any and every way possible for these precious innocent victims. We were given life not because we deserved it any more than any other child that is born, but because our loving God creates each one of us for the glory of His name, and we have the empowerment to allow someone else to live the life we all deserve and desire, and that is with love and security. I thank you. May God bless you, as His compassion is new every morning. And as the director and founder of God's Marvelous Light, I'd love it if you go to my website, godsmarvelouslight.com, and see what the needs are for these children and what you can do to help out. Thank you so much.